Under the scorching sun, Canala village thrives. Its market a vibrant tapestry of bartering and chatter. 10-year-old Krishiv threads through the throng, his eyes wide with wonder at the daily dance of village life. Palm trees sway in the gentle breeze, a soothing rhythm against the lively backdrop. In the distance, the ancient banyan tree looms, a silent sentinel watching over the bustling village. Shrines dedicated to Krishna and Shiva nestle amidst the tree's dense foliage, sacred spaces in the heart of Canala. Inside the humble yet orderly Patel household, the morning light reveals Sushanth, a farmer etched with the marks of time, seated at the wooden table. Navya, his wife, stands beside him, her eyes reflecting a deep-seated resolve and quiet fortitude. Education is the greatest gift we can give, Krishiv, Navya declares, her voice filled with conviction. It is the key to a better future. Sushanth nods, his weathered hands resting heavily on the table. I agree, Navya, but hard work and honesty are just as important. Navya's gaze softens, reinforcing their shared commitment. Of course, Sushanth. Our values are our foundation. Krishiv must understand the importance of integrity in all that he does. Beneath the vast banyan tree, Krishiv sits in serene meditation, sunlight filtering through the ancient leaves. From the heavens, an ethereal peacock blue light begins its descent. Simultaneously, a brilliant white light pierces through the sky, drawn towards the same point. The two lights converge and merge directly above Krishiv, the air around him crackling with unseen energy. A voice echoes from the heavens, resonating with divine power. You have honored both Dharma and Shakti. We grant you the twin blessings. Krishiv steps into his home, the rich aroma of spices wrapping around him like a comforting embrace. A subtle hum vibrates within him. A secret power he now possesses, carefully concealed. He reflects on his parents' values, hard work, honesty, and a world devoid of magic's touch. He resolves to guard his newfound abilities, knowing they would struggle to comprehend such an extraordinary truth. The village square bursts with vibrant life as the community prepares for Ganesh Chaturthi, colors painting a vivid tableau of anticipation. Amidst the festive chaos, Amaji bursts into the square, her face a mask of distress as her eyes dart around frantically. Her voice trembles, cutting through the joyful noise with a chilling revelation. My ladoos, the sacred ladoos for Ganesh are gone! Her empty hands flutter in disbelief, a void where the sacred offering once rested, now lost to the bustling crowd. In the village square, a storm of angry faces descends upon Gopal, his slight frame a stark contrast to the villagers' fury. His stomach betrays him with a loud growl, a stark reminder of his vulnerability amidst the chaos. The villagers surge closer, their shadows looming over him like a dark omen. A figure emerges from the crowd, his hands raised in a gesture of peace. Sushanth. Sushanth's voice cuts through the rising clamor, a beacon of reason in the tempestuous square. Let us not rush to judgment, Sushanth implores, his words a plea for calm. We must seek the truth before we condemn. In the village square, Krishiv advances, his presence a stark contrast to Gopal's terror. Krishiv's eyes blaze with an otherworldly peacock blue, a blessing turned beacon in the chaos. He reaches out, not with a hand, but with his heightened senses, probing the depths of Gopal's fear. A palpable wave of terror washes over Krishiv as he focuses the emotional energy almost visible in the air. Through the cacophony of fear, Krishiv discerns a thread, a frantic chatter of emotion leading him onward. The path of terror snakes away from the square, winding urgently toward the shadowed depths of the kitchen garden. Amidst the lush greenery of the kitchen garden, Krishiv confronts Gopal, the tension palpable between them. Gopal fidgets, his gaze lowered, hands clasped tightly behind his back, a picture of unease. I saw them, Krishiv, Gopal confesses, his voice barely a whisper. The monkeys. They took the ladoos. Krishiv's disbelief hangs heavy in the air. "And you didn't say anything?" he asks, his disappointment evident. Gopal's fear is a tangible thing as he defends himself. "I was scared. They're really scary monkeys." In the kitchen garden, Krishiv concentrates a faint white tripundra mark materializing on his forehead, signaling the use of his Shiva power. A subtle breeze stirs around the broken fence, the leaves rustling as if whispering secrets. The gentle wind, born of Krishiv's power, dances through the garden, a silent call. The rustling leaves grow louder, drawing the eyes of everyone to the shattered barrier. All heads turn, captivated by the mysterious breeze and the sudden focus on the broken fence. The garden holds its breath. Every plant, every person aware of the subtle magic at play. Navia's gaze sweeps across the kitchen garden, taking in the chaotic aftermath. Scattered sweets and telltale signs of a mischievous feast. A clear trail, undeniably marked by the monkeys, leads away from the scene of the indulgence. The villagers stand in stunned silence, the realization of their misjudgment sinking in. The weight of the unintended consequences hangs heavy in the air, a palpable sense of collective remorse. Sunlight floods the village square, casting sharp shadows as the villagers gather, their faces etched with anticipation and unease. A palpable tension hangs heavy in the air, each villager sensing the weight of unspoken judgments. Krishiv's voice cuts through the silence, his words echoing with wisdom and compassion. "Before we judge a heart, we must first understand its pain." The villagers hang their heads, shame washing over them as Krishiv's message sinks in. A chorus of voices rises in unison, a collective apology offered to Gopal. "We apologize to Gopal." A week after the monsoon, the irrigation canal lies dry, a parched scar across the landscape. Under the relentless sun, the crops begin to wither, their vibrant green fading to a desolate brown. Sushanth and the other farmers trudge along the canal path, their steps heavy with despair. Their faces are etched with exhaustion and frustration, mirroring the cracked earth beneath their feet. The dry canal stretches endlessly, a symbol of broken hope under the unforgiving sky. Under the relentless sun, a stark quarry stretches, the air thick with dust and simmering discontent. Farmers approach, their faces weathered and hard, eyes blazing with fury. A unified front of outrage advances, their determined steps echoing against the stone. The air crackles with rising tension as their collective voice surges forward, a wave of accusation. The farmers blame Ramu, the grumpy owner of the old quarry upstream. The weight of their collective blame hangs heavy in the air, a storm brewing under the scorching Sunday. Krishiv discovers Ramu huddled near the parched quarry pond, a picture of utter bewilderment. Krishiv's piercing blue eyes search Ramu's face, seeking any hint of deception. He perceives no darkness, only a profound sense of isolation and palpable fear radiating from Ramu. The desolate quarry amplifies Ramu's vulnerability, casting a stark light on his genuine distress. Krishiv walks along the canal path, his eyes scanning the ground. He kneels, his hand reaching out to touch the earth near the canal. A profound sense of tiredness washes over Krishiv, emanating from the very ground beneath him. He closes his eyes, overwhelmed by the pain he feels resonating from the earth. The weight of the world seems to settle upon Krishiv as he stands there, connected to the suffering of the land. Krishiv closes his eyes, the Shiva mark on his forehead glowing with faint power as he stands on the canal path. He concentrates, channeling his energy into the earth beneath his feet. The air shimmers around him, a visible manifestation of the forces at play. A natural subsidence is diverting the water, Krishiv declares, sensing the shift. It's flowing into underground crevices. Beside the still canal, Krishiv focuses all his energy, his brow furrowed in concentration. From the earth, a small trickle of clay-rich water and mud begins to emerge, a testament to his effort. The muddy stream flows tentatively towards the threatening fissure, a fragile barrier against disaster. He begins the painstaking task of sealing the crack, his hands moving with deliberate precision. Each careful application of mud is a victory in this silent battle against the canal's potential breach. On the canal path, Sushanth watches his son, a silent swell of pride and determination rising within him. Fueled by his son's resolve, Sushanth grabs a shovel, the steel glinting under the open sky. The metallic scrape of Sushanth's shovel against the earth ignites a spark, a call to action resonating among the watching farmers. Farmers begin to join in, their shovels rising and falling in unison, a symphony of collective effort to heal the cracked earth. Under the vast sky, the canal slowly refills, reflecting the hopeful light of a new day. Farmers work side by side, their movements synchronized in a dance of resilience and shared purpose. Each bucket of water poured into the canal is a testament to their unwavering determination. The revitalized canal mirrors their collective spirit, a vibrant artery of life flowing once more through the land. Warm sunlight bathes the Patel household, casting long shadows that stretch and dance across the familiar living room. Sushanth embraces Krishiv, his arms wrapping around him in a gesture of deep comfort and reassurance. Sushanth's eyes reflect wisdom and understanding as he speaks of true power. True power isn't about making things appear magically, Sushanth says, his voice a soothing balm in the quiet room. It's about seeing the true problem, respecting the natural world, and putting in the hard work required to fix it, he concludes, his words resonating with profound meaning. On a dark, winding path under the cloak of night, a lone village watchman sprints desperately towards the village. Terror contorts his face as he flees, his eyes wide with fear. His voice, hoarse and cracking, pierces the night as he screams warnings of a haunted market path. He claims a fierce, glowing temple ghost lurks there, its presence sending icy shivers down his spine. Bathed in the inviting glow of the Patel household, Navya and Krishiv stand frozen in a tableau of unspoken tension. The air crackles with a silent storm of emotions, their faces illuminated by the warm light. Navya's eyes reflect a deep resolve as she breaks the silence. "Fear is a thief," she declares, her voice cutting through the heavy atmosphere. Her words hang in the air, painting a stark picture of fear's insidious power. It steals your rest and your common sense. But sometimes, fear is the only thing that makes people believe. Navya finishes, her gaze intense and unwavering. Under the cloak of night, Krishiv seizes an oil lamp, its flame flickering against the encroaching darkness. He ventures alone onto the haunted path, where shadows dance with ancient fears. Krishiv calls upon his white mark power, a beacon of steady light piercing the gloom. The focused wind whispers at his command, a supernatural sentinel against the unknown. He strains to hear unnatural sounds, the air thick with anticipation and dread. Every rustle of leaves, every creak of branches, amplifies in the silence as Krishiv delves deeper into the haunted path. Krishiv follows a mysterious sound through the night, his figure silhouetted against the darkness. An old, overgrown water wheel looms into view, its massive structure a relic of forgotten times. The source of the haunting sound reveals itself, a colony of glowing fireflies, the ghost, illuminating the silent scene. The roar is nothing more than the forlorn squealing of the wheel's ancient, dried-up axle, a symphony of decay and forgotten purpose. Under the cloak of night, Krishiv stands resolute before the dried spring, channeling his Shiva power with intense focus. A mere trickle of water answers his call, emerging tentatively and silencing the ominous wheel. Employing his Krishna power, Krishiv senses the opportune moment, an awakening of ancient forces. Farmers, their faces lined with worry and exhaustion, arrive to witness the unfolding miracle. Krishiv gestures, revealing the disturbance. A swarm of fireflies, their bioluminescent glow painting the path as he proclaims, When we shine the light of truth on our fear, it vanishes.